Hello. I wanted to show you how to do this week 14 properties of matter folder. First, let's start with the learning targets. It says you're going to learn to compare and contrast the basic properties of solids, liquids, and gases, such as mass, volume, color, texture, and temperature. You'll know that you're successful when you submit your screenshot for the matter sorter game and you submit your matter picture project. To get into the folder, you click up here and it lets you into that actual folder. Underneath that, you'll see assignments. First one is a textbook lesson, so let's open that. It says you're going to have to take notes, that the textbook lesson will go over stuff for your project, so make sure you take notes. Notes are called Unit 4, Lesson 1 and 2. Right-click here. You'll see a list of the files you'll need for the next two folders, actually. Unit 4, Lesson 1 and 2. If you're in Chrome, it downloads to the bottom. You just click on the file once it's downloaded. And it takes a second, but there it is. Alright, once you get it, you can click Enable Editing at the top to write on the screen. If you want to just write these in your paper, that too, you have that option. Alright, so let's get back to it. You've got your notes you can take. Let's click Next. Then it's the textbook. This is what you need to click in for the drop downs. You've got United States, Florida, Volusia County Schools, and then Volusia Virtual. For username and password, you're going to put student 5, student 5. Right click, open in the new tab. Oh, and if you remember to click Remember My School, it'll remember it for you. And actually, too, some browsers remember your username and password. I think Chrome has it up here. If it says, do you want me to remember your password? You click yes. And then you don't have to do it every time. I have to click spacebar and then backspace for this particular website to make the login button work. Once you're in, go back to the textbook and click next. Once you get the textbook open, you have to click Unit 4 for the folder and then the play button next to Lesson 1. Unit 4 is open, click the play button next to Lesson 1. It's popping open right now. Boom. Remember, you listen to each slide until the little arrow illuminates, and you will press Next. Take good notes. Once you get to the number 8 here, you're all done, and you can click on here. It says Changing from one state of matter to another. You've got some questions here. It says changing from solid to liquid. What's that called? Condensing, evaporating, melting, or freezing. Changing from a liquid to a solid, gas to liquid, liquid to gas. Click your choices in and click submit. It'll fix it if you're wrong. This is worth a grade, so make sure you take notes on this stuff particularly. After your textbook lesson, you've got a forum. Right click, open in a new tab. This is a game you're going to play. When you're done with the game, you're going to take a screenshot of your score. You are allowed to play the game more than once to raise your score because the object of the game is to beat my score. Here's how you take a screenshot. It shows you a list of ways. I'm going to show you one way, but let's say that doesn't work for your particular computer. Here's some more ways you can use. Let me show you how to play the game. You can use these arrow buttons if you want, or you can use the arrow buttons on your keyboard. But basically, you move the item into, if it's a solid, a liquid, or a gas. That's a liquid. Flame. Oof. Let's try gas. No. And you're only allowed a certain number of errors. You see the red X that came up when I got that wrong? Alright, so let's say you're done and you want to take a screenshot. You can come down to the corner of your screen where it has the little Windows button, you circle with this flag on it. Type in snip for snipping tool, and the first thing that comes up should be the snipping tool if you've done it correctly. Snipping tool looks like this. You can click and drag on the screen what you want to take a picture of, and then it's a file. So I have a score of 24. File, save as. Remember, you want to save it on your desktop. Save it in the file that you've hopefully already created called 5th grade science. and then call it that, matter, sort, or screenshot. Save it. All right, so then once you've done that, you can add a new discussion topic to put your picture there of your score. My score. I tried to beat Mrs. Parodi, but she is just too good. Here's my score. Hopefully you do beat me, though. Choose a file. Go to desktop, 5th grade science, and then matter, sorter, screenshot. Open. Upload the file, and then you can post it to the forum. I'm not going to post it to the forum because it's not a good score. You want to at least beat my score. Get close, possibly. I got 146, as you can see. So do your best. After you post this, you can do Bill Nye Phases of Matter. Open in a new tab. You've got notes for this one. Click on the notes. Right-click, open in a new tab to get to the notes. Bill Nye Phases of Matter. There it is. Once they download to the bottom part, you can click on them, and they look like this. You enable editing. I've given you some of the notes because this one's a little bit more tricky to take notes on. You just add whatever you have. Remember, you could do it on your paper. You're allowed. Once you've got your notes all set, you go down here to Next. And this is a Safari montage one. Oops, we forgot to log in. I was already previously logged in, apparently. You have to right-click here. To log in, open in a new tab. You type in your username and password the same as you would for Moodle or for Odyssey. Or for the school, really. Everything should have the same password at the school. Once you're logged in, then you switch to the next one, and they say, oh, you are the person who should be seeing this. And the video should start playing. You can double-click the video to make it larger. Press Escape to get out of there. Once you've seen the whole thing, remember, you can pause it if you need to take notes. You can go back if you need to see something again and press play. So don't feel like you have to just watch it straight through. You can watch sections over and over again. It's up to you. When you're done, click Next. You've got a question. What happens to the molecules in an object changing from a solid to a liquid? Type your answer, hit Submit, and you should be done with that. We're done with that, done with that. So now we're up to Bill Nye Phases of Matter. Let me know if you have any questions. You've done well so far. You can contact me using these buttons on here, email me, or call my Google Voice number. Let me show you where that is, actually. Click 5th grade Science Master, or 5th grade Science, or whatever the course name you're in right now. And then here is your Google Voice number. You can actually, if you're signed into Gmail, you can click on it and call from your Gmail. But yeah, that's how you get a hold of me. Good luck.